Yeah. Welcome back to another episode of Trash Talking with the Old Heads. I'm your boy Dante, the host. Of course, I got my boy, my co-host Greg here.
What's up, baby?
And as you can see, we still got that empty seats. My boy Jerry still MIA.
Get well soon, my brother.
Get well, brother. Still got them cooties, but he'll be all right. He'll be back.
That's all right. We got Soldier Boy in his place, baby.
Soldier Boy holding it down with us as usual, protecting the fort.
Man, what you remember about that song, man? That Show Enough, dog.
Man.
Where'd it take you to, man?
College.
Yes, sir.
College. You know what I'm saying?
Sir.
That shit on the weekend.
96,
you know
97.
Yeah. Started out at FAM.
Yeah.
And then when I transferred up here, same shit. On the yard, playing all the time, bro.
All I remember is a dorm room full of smoke.
Whatever room you went in, bro. Whatever room you went in, at FAM or Miles, either one, bro.
What y'all used to do to drown out the smoke? Ain't nothing you really could do, but we thought we were smart,
bro. We ain't even try, bro. I had niggas trying to vacuum, and, using the little thing. None of that shit worked, dog. None of that shit worked.
We had the crazy setup, so we would drench a towel with some with some Pine Sol, and then of course we put some duct tape on the seal of the door. So whenever you heard the door open, everybody knew who was coming to our room. And everybody was, wah.
None of that shit worked, bro. I mean, none of it, bro.
Those in the club show love.
Man, y'all know. Appreciate y'all joining us. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, whether you're on YouTube or wherever you get your podcast.
Absolutely.
Don't forget, Trash Talking with the Old Heads. Hit that like and subscribe button, man. We appreciate the support.
Certainly, most definitely.
Of course, man, we got an abbreviated show today, and if you want to know why, we old heads, we got shit to do today. We got things to do today.
Sometimes life hits you fast.
Quickly, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to touch on a couple topics today, man. We're not going to be here long today, but of course, we got to finish off our series on the NFL divisions.
Yes, sir.
We got the AFC and NFC West today. We're going to start with the AFC West, bro. How you feeling about the AFC West, bro?
Man, you know whose division it is?
Man, unfortunately, probably so.
Patrick Mahomes, boy. Receivers a little bit of a question mark. They still got some players.
They got some Ferraris.
Yeah, but Rashee Rice, his knuckleheaded ass, you know what I'm saying, with the little
can't get right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, just dipping and whatever, dipped out on the little accident. He got a looming suspension. Hollywood Brown just got injured
already.
You know what I'm saying? So they did get a speed merchant in Xavier Worthy, man. So I mean, what we see last year,
right,
with the receivers that they had dropping the ball and all that. Some of them
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. Who I want to see though, and who has been really of a disappointment, especially to a lot of Clemson fans after what he showcased in that championship game back in 2018 against Justin Ross. Like he was supposed to be that guy. How he showed out in that game. I hate to bring back old memories for my Crimson Tide people out there, but yeah. Second, Will Justin, the next team down, Chiefs number one. All right, so we already know that. Second team, I got the team that's coming in second, rather. I have the Chargers. Now, is that
feeling
more
the Harbaugh, the Harbaugh mania?
Is that more Jim Harbaugh? Because I am not this, will Justin Herbert be who they say he is?
Right.
Will he finally live up to whoever the hell they say he is? They got the talent there. The talent is there.
Do they?
Yeah, on the offensive side of the ball. You know what I'm saying?
They lost Eckler. They lost Mike
Williams. But they got people in the background coming up.
Rookie from last year, Quentin Johnson or whatever.
Right.
Is he that deal?
But
they lost Keenan Allen.
Hey, but Keenan Allen wasn't producing for him.
Name their wide receiver though.
I mean, they got some pieces in there, but at the same time,
it's Jim Harbaugh, dog. That's why everybody believing in them for real.
Well, again, the division ain't that good. It's not like I got them even making the playoffs coming in second. The division's just not that good. It's the Chiefs and it's everybody else.
Right.
Everybody else is rebuilding. The Raiders, who they relying on? Aiden O'Connell
or Gardner
Minshew. I mean, I know Devontae Adams is there, but he might be looking to get up out of there and go back there.
By mid-season, right?
Right. You know what I'm saying? And I know, they got
they drafted pretty good. They got brought in Joe
good coaches though, because Antonio Pierce came in.
Raiders, right. I agree.
Jim Harbaugh again. Everybody. I mean, I know it took him a while to get his foothold in Michigan. You know what I'm saying? But when he was at, that he was a pretty darn good coach.
Well, with the Niners.
You know what I'm saying? So he probably gonna still bring that same tenacity. He's a glue guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can tell he's a leader.
He's an old school, rugged kind of coach. You know what they're gonna do. They're gonna play good defense and they're gonna run the ball.
I got a hole in my lip, dog.
They're gonna play really good defense. They're gonna run the ball. You know what I'm saying? You know those two things are gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
With Justin Herbert, you know what I'm saying? I'm okay, Justin, this is your year. You've been crowned the next guy or in that top 5 just on GP because you look the part.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He got a good arm. You know what I'm saying? A lively arm. He's 6'3", 6'4".
Right.
Got that California golden boy look.
Right.
So him and Trevor Lawrence, they got to prove something this year. Or else I ain't trying to hear none of that other shit.
None of it, bro.
Especially from Trevor Lawrence and Nick Wright ass. But shout out Nick Wright. I love your show, brother. I love your show. But you be on some
one I watch daily.
You be on some bullshit.
Especially when it come to Brock Purdy, but we don't want to get off track.
No, you right on with Brock Purdy. But anyway, we'll catch up with that dude in a minute. But last but not least, the Broncos going to finish last. Started 1-5 last year, ended at 8, but is Bo Nix that guy?
Is the shine coming off Sean Payton?
The shine?
To me, if you don't get it done this year,
I mean, but he don't have nothing. What does he have in the tank?
But did he not know that when he took the job?
Well, he did. He took the job with Russell Wilson, and guess he found out that Russell Wilson ain't, 2014 Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Yesterday's prices ain't today's prices.
No, it is not. I mean, I'm with you on the whole, except I'm going to flip the Raiders and the Chargers.
Okay, you got the Raiders going second.
Yeah, I like what AP did last year. I think he galvanized them a little bit. He to me is doing what we expect Jim Harbaugh to do. I think they're gonna do the same thing: play hella defense, run the damn ball.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Which, if they get competent quarterback play, they can end 9-8. You know what I'm saying? And I think that could be good for second in that.
Right.
9-8. You know what I'm saying? 10-7 maybe.
Would be a great year.
That'll be a great year for them. Maybe make the playoffs.
Somebody might make they might. Somebody may finish second by going 8-9.
Right. Could happen.
Division. Yeah.
It could happen. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I ain't even talked about the Chiefs. They're going to be first. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even though I'm not in love with the receivers the way everybody else is, but Mahomes with speed, any kind of receiver he's shown, he can win. You know what I'm saying? They're upgrading what they had last year. You know what I'm saying? So I expect them to be first, but I'm going to take the Raiders second, man. I think AP, maybe it's me wanting AP to do well. You know what I'm saying? Because I like him as a coach. So I'm hoping that he does. I don't like his quarterbacks either. I don't know why they didn't address that, picking Brock Bowers in the first round. I didn't really get it when you have Michael Meyer already. So I didn't get that, but hey, maybe he didn't like none of the quarterbacks at that spot. You know what I'm saying? Then, of course, I'm with you on the third team. Broncos still going to be dead last, but I'm with you. Chargers third, Broncos dead last. Bo Nix, I think he'll be okay. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think for what Sean Payton, from what I'm hearing, what he wants me to do, get the ball out quick. I think he's good at that. You know what I'm saying? Not really make quick decisions, get the ball out to the playmakers, and let them do their thing. You know what I'm saying? I think he can do that. You know what I'm saying? Will he be an all-pro? No, I don't think so. But I think he's one of those dudes Sean Payton can probably work with. You know what I'm saying? So, switching over to my favorite division and the only one that matters, y'all see what it is.
Boo.
Y'all see what it is.
We need some more teams back here, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. Hey, man, call Ed, man. Tell him to bring.
I said y'all can put
get the Green Bay Packers down here or something, dog. I mean, diversify.
Now, she's been my wife for almost 20 years.
Diversify your portfolio.
Do you see anything Packers down here, bro? 20 years, bro.
Hey, man.
Nothing Packers in this basement, bro.
This is your domain. This is your kingdom, man.
It's not allowed, sir.
You got to run it like you got to run it, you know?
I'll start off with the NFC West, and I'm going to start with the team that's going to be last. It's going to be the Cardinals. Again.
The Cards?
Like last, bro. They coming in last, bro.
I feel you.
Kyler Murray, man, Too short, bro. Too short, injury prone.
Life is too short, won't you agree?
I'm not a believer in Kyler Murray, man. I don't think they did enough in the offseason to make that team any better. They'll be 5-12, 6-11, something like that, you know what I'm saying? Seahawks will come in third. Again, Geno Smith, could he bounce back again this year? Maybe. I think they have a solid team. Got a different coach now. Mike McDonald is the coach now, so maybe that'll spark them a little bit. Maybe they got tired of Pete Carroll, listening to the same message over and over.
Old Pete in the front office, though. He's still around.
Yeah.
He's still around.
Yeah, so, but they got a nice team, though. You know what I'm saying? They got a good running back, Devin Witherspoon and your boy on the outside, Woolen. So, they got some people who can cover, you know what I'm saying? I actually like the Seahawks, but I just think they're going to end up 8-9, 7-10. I'm not a Geno Smith believer. I think he came back down to earth a little bit last year, you know what I'm saying? He is what he is, you know what I'm saying? He's Geno Smith, you know what I'm saying? So, Rams second, and I really think they're going to give us a run for our money this year. I hate to say it, but I think they're going to be, as long as Stafford is healthy, I think they're going to give us a run for our money, you know what I'm saying? Because they got a nice team returning. They're a young team. They beat us once last year, albeit last game of the season. Who knows whether we was, you know what I'm saying? But we had something to play for still,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, to me, that counts. If you got something to play for still, you're still trying, you know what I'm saying? So, I think they're going to be our biggest competition in the division. But, of course, them Niners are going to be first, you know what I'm saying? Caveat as well, get Trent Williams signed.
And who else?
With or without Ayuk, we
man, okay.
But
okay,
I would much rather have Ayuk than not have him. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I would much rather have him than not have him. I'll put that out there. I'm willing to say that. I would much rather have him than not. We'll get into him a little bit later.
About to go the other route. We don't need him.
Oh, no. I'm not one of those fans, you know what I'm saying, that say you don't need your great players. Hell yeah, you need great players. You know what I'm saying? You need them. You know what I'm saying? But if we don't have him, it's not the end of the world for the team, but it would sting, you know what I'm saying? But we'll get into that in the Bang Bang report here in a minute. But Niners first, you already know what it is, bro. What's your take, bro?
We'll start at the top this time. You start at the bottom, I start at the top, man. At the top of the charts, I got the Cardinals stocking everybody. I'm just fucking around.
Well,
I'm hard to see your face,
boy.
Man.
You know I ain't even paying attention to that, boy. Boy, please.
Hey, man, the Niners this is the Niners division to lose. We know what it's the defense and their system, man. Is Fred Warner is a motherfucking beast, dog. I know he on the Niners, but man, that is one hell of a linebacker.
Yes,
one hell of a linebacker.
Yes, he is, sir.
You lost Eric Armstead. That's gonna be huge, but you picked up Leonard Floyd, but
different.
He ain't Eric Armstead.
Matos and a bunch of.
But all you really have to do in that defense is really y'all play more of a zone,
right?
Matchup.
It's a wide 9 zone kind of deal.
You know what I'm saying? So as long as you got good defensive pressure on the inside, you got Bosa,
Hargraves in the middle,
right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then they brought in Jordan, some dudes from.
Did they keep
Browns.
Chase?
No, the Saints.
Okay, yeah, that's right. But yeah, it's the Niners division to lose. I think the shine gonna come off of Brock Purdy a little bit this year. All that shoe shining y'all doing with his ass. That man is a system quarterback. He's been playing well. You got to give him his props.
Okay.
But he's not a.
That kills me with the whole system quarterback.
He's a game manager, and he plays.
Joe Montana was a system quarterback.
Hey man, Joe Montana was a difference maker. Okay, let's not
in
get
a
it twisted.
system.
He was the system. No, the system was built off of his talents. The West Coast offense is built around.
Bill Walsh was the system.
Man,
not Joe Montana.
Joe Montana was the system, bro. With the passing game, he was okay. Let me put it this way, and you may have more knowledge because fuck the 49ers. If we ain't, if you didn't know,
hater.
The system that Bill Walsh had to have an elite quarterback at play, right?
Right. Well, what system does not? See, people kill me with the whole system thing.
But you got to understand who is the engine of that system. Like, okay, we take it to basketball. Michael Jordan was in the triple offense. or in the triangle offense, Michael Jordan was the engine in that system. You couldn't put Clyde Drexler in that system and expect it to work the same, even though Clyde Drexler is a great player.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You couldn't put not John Havlicek because, Craig Elo or Dan Marley in that system. Because it wouldn't work the same.
Right, but it wouldn't. I can say the same thing. You take Jerry Rice out, you take Roger Craig out, you take Roger. Right, but that's my
Roger
thing.
Craig was more of the beneficiary. He wasn't slaw, but he was a beneficiary of the system. The same way that the system is built around the running game, so the pieces are plug and play from the running game perspective. As long as you got a running back that can run fast, and now they got an elite running back running in their system. So now Christian McCaffrey is the system. That offensive line, Trent Williams, is the system. The quarterback, Brock Purdy, is beneficiating from that system. You can plug and play a quarterback in that system, and you probably
So we're going to divert a little bit. We'll get back to his picks in a second. So how many quarterbacks in the NFL are not system quarterbacks? How many would you say are not system quarterbacks?
There's a lot of them that are, the system is built around their talents is what I'm saying. We can say every quarterback is a system, which I don't believe, but Patrick Mahomes ain't a system quarterback.
Right, I agree.
Aaron Rodgers wasn't a system quarterback.
Okay, I'll give you A-Rod.
Lamar Jackson's not a system quarterback.
The hell he's not. The hell he's not.
The system
if you put him in a system where he got to sit back and make decisions consistently,
right? But
it won't work.
Again, that's because that's not the system that they run. And the system that they run comes off of his talent.
Right. So he's a system quarterback. Runner. So he's a system quarterback who has to be in a running offense. System quarterback.
Okay. You can say that for Dan Marino, who's more of a passer than anything.
But that's my point, though. They're all system quarterbacks.
But again, system quarterbacks, you misguide, you tried to divert. I see you, Republican. You tried to spin it. What I'm saying is that depending on the quarterback, the system is magnified based on who you have at quarterback.
So the talent of the quarterback magnifies the system.
Right. So could you put Dan Marino in Lamar Jackson's system? No.
You'd be stupid to do that.
Right. Because he doesn't have that skill set. So the system, there are systems in place.
But see, that's my point. I think you could put Brock Purdy in different systems and he still work.
What system? Could you put him in?
Dallas would have won a playoff game by now.
Bullshit, man. Come on. Bullshit. Bull fucking shit.
Dallas would win a playoff game with Brock Purdy.
Nah. That's not the 49ers would have won a Super Bowl with Dak Prescott.
Crazy as hell.
In that system?
You crazy
in
as
that
hell.
System.
You crazy as hell.
Y'all would have won a Super Bowl.
We would have got beaten the first round fucking with Dak. Get the hell out of here.
Stop it.
Dak nuts up every time. Get the hell out of here with that, dog.
Stop it, man.
Dak don't make no plays in the damn playoffs, and you know it. Get the hell out of here,
Dak make plenty of plays, man. It's just that when you have a team, you know what I'm saying, they got to lean on each other. That's why we don't need Dak to be a $60 million quarterback. Getting back to the AFC, man. NFC
West.
I got the Niners 1. I got the Rams at 2. But I'm going to say this. The loss of Aaron Donald. I know they offense, Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp. You know what I'm saying? They got Kylan Williams. You know what I'm saying? They end up getting that boy from Michigan, Blake Corum, to come in and make that backfield.
They did some pretty good drafting, too. They got the boy from Florida State.
Is Matt Stafford a Hall of Fame quarterback? He on the verge.
He right there. He need another good season.
He got the numbers, got the Super Bowl.
Got the bowl.
You know what I'm saying? But
that normally gets you in.
It normally gets you in. If he get another deep playoff run.
That'll solidify it.
That'll definitely solidify it. So the Rams could contend for that top spot. But again, it's the Niners to lose. I got the Cardinals third. I like Kyler Murray for what he does in the system that is built around his talents, which is a small, shifty-ass quarterback. Now, again, part of that is him coming off that ACL injury. Is he going to still have that same speed? You know what I'm saying? Does he have the system in place for him to help him compete at a high level? Because he got some dogs at the wide receiver spot.
I was going to say, they got Marvin Harrison, which was a good big get. My big thing with them, will they continue to run the ball the way they did last year? To me, that's how you maximize Kyler Murray.
They issue because again offense and defense, they work hand in hand. Sometimes your offense ain't clicking, and if your defense ain't clicking at the same time,
garbage. Yeah.
Just like what happened with the Cowboys. Had we had Giles' defense, the score wouldn't have gotten as bad as it was, and that would have probably given us time to get back on rhythm. You know what I'm saying? But when your defense is a fucking shiv, you know what I'm saying? They leaking like, you know what I'm saying? They leaking like they got a bunch of holes like Swiss cheese. It puts your offense at a worse position because now they got to score every play. You know what I'm saying? You don't have time to be patient and run the ball. You know what I'm saying? And play action pass. So with the Cardinals, their defense really sucked last year. They run game sucked. Like they was giving up 170 some yards a game, something like that.
Yeah.
So it's that's going to be the issue. Is it still going to be an issue again? So they could go third. I think the Seahawks and the Cardinals are going to be battling for their last spot. Well, they'll probably win 7 to 8 games.
6.
You got 6 games on it. I got 7. But anyway, the Cardinals and the Seahawks in the very last spot. I got the Niners winning it.
I can see it. Like I said, I can see them flip-flopping if everything go right with the Cardinals defense and Marvin Harrison is that deal. You know what I'm saying? If those things happen, which I think he will be, don't get me wrong, I think Harrison's going to be a beast. You know what I'm saying? So if he is what
Marvin
he's
Harrison
supposed to be.
He is a beast.
Yeah, if he is what he's supposed to be, and like I said, they still run the ball the way they ran it last year because they ran at our ass. Like, damn, y'all too. They was like, they ran the ball last year. They could run the ball. So if their offensive line improves, I can see them getting to third.
And imagine them having Kyler Murray back there being able to pull that bitch.
Right, if he can stay healthy.
Yeah.
Because he still got them 5.
Yeah, that's nothing. His issue. He got about 7, 8 games. He gimping.
He gimping. You know what I'm saying? All the way. But man, we're gonna move on to your favorite segment. You know what I'm saying?
What's the name of the segment? Say it with your chest, dog. Say it with your chest.
Big D energy.
That's Little D energy, dog. That's Little D energy. Your name. What do you say? Your name is on our fantasy football leagues. What is your name?
Big D.
That's right, baby. Say it with your chest. Big D energy. Let's go.
We talk all things. Well, Greg talks all things Cowboys. What's on deck, bro? What the hell going on with your boys?
Hey, man, we got a little positive news this week. You know what I'm saying? The contract situation look a little better for Dak. That's on the publicity stunt, the publicity side. Whether that's good news for the long-term health of our squad, I don't know. I got to see the numbers. The numbers ain't out there. Of course, you ain't going to see them until all negotiations are done. We know that Dak is looking to reset the market at $60 million. Right. With him coming out saying that it's $60 million. With him coming out saying that it's a, you know what I'm saying, that they making some positive traction, then it looks like that contract getting up there. But I'm a taper with a little optimism because we know that the Cowboys hadn't really been spending no money. We know that they're ranked 30th out of 31 teams. It's 31 or 32 teams.
32.
As far as spending is concerned over the last 3 years, so hopefully we got some money to be able to make that work and pay CD and pay Micah, and hopefully be able to get a few free agents in the next year or so that can help bolster, our holes that we have in the defensive side of the ball.
$60 million.
Decent defensive line, middle linebacker. Defensive line, middle linebacker. It's been probably an issue of ours for quite some time, but at least 2 years. At least 2 years. So again, that's positive news. We picked up some retreads in the league. I know everybody, when you get a pickup, we got some pickups. We got Jordan Phillips and Carl Lawson. The Giants gave them away for a 6th-round pick. You know what I'm saying? We just basically swapped. We got their 7, they got our 6. Jordan Phillips had a good career a couple years ago. He 8-9 years in the league. I think they said he had like 20. He's gotten a total of 24 sacks. One of them came in 1 year when he had 9. So what does that really mean? We picked up Carl Lawson. I think he's more of a defensive end type.
Yeah.
Maybe to help, for the loss of Dante Fowler. We lost Sam Williams in the preseason. So hopefully that adds some depth to our defensive end platoon. But, again, what that means is Jerry Jones, you said all in, had Cowboy Nation like, okay, he finna go out and get some major pieces. Had me like, okay, we at least getting Saquon Barkley or Derrick Henry. Didn't get none of them. Didn't pick up nobody on the defensive side of the ball, which I said at the beginning. We need interior defensive linemen and middle linebackers. It's what we need. It's what we've been needing for over 2 years now. Didn't do any of that. So we had to go pick up some treads off the trash heap. So that tells me that Myles Smith ain't really doing too hot in camp. I seen a game against the Rams, and he got mauled on the play. So that's for what it's worth. We shall see. And then last but not least, man, it's the same old Jones family $1 billion foot in your mouth once again. You are negotiating a contract with CeeDee Lamb. You state, and I quote, he's going to touch the ball a ton for what we're going to have to pay him. He better. Fucking pay him then. Just go ahead and pay him the money.
Waiting on, dog.
I mean, has he not proven he's a top 4 wide receiver in the game? Who we got? We got Justin Jefferson, Tyreek Hill.
Right.
Devontae Adams off of name.
Right. Jamar Chase, if you want to throw him in
Jamar Chase
there.
and CeeDee Lamb.
Right in there, yeah.
Yeah, he right there. Pay him. Stop all the fucking turmoil. What you're doing is when people do produce and it's time for their contract to come up, do they really want to bother and haggle with you guys? Let it be known that you're going to pay the people that's getting you where you need to go.
Well, let me ask you a question. Do you think maybe that bodes well for Dak being back, and maybe they trying to work on Dak's for real?
That's what it seems.
You know what I'm saying? And then get CD. We'll take care of you in a second. Let me see what we got to do with Dak.
I mean, that's what I mean by the positive traction.
But Dak would be an idiot though if he signed anything right now. Well, that's one way to look at it. The other way is,
because y'all looking at it like
no, I'm saying it's 2 ways to look at it. He'd be an idiot. I see the point where he'd be an idiot to sign it when you're going to be a quarterback in your prime, hidden free agent, fully free. That just does not happen. It don't happen, dog.
Right, but and it to your point, Kirk Cousins got money.
Right.
He done got paid twice and ain't did half this way.
Right, exactly.
Is that. Shit. You know what I'm saying? And so that's
Dak. I ain't done shit, but right. I ain't done shit in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
And that's Dak's biggest, his biggest knock on him is, you know what I'm saying, playoff success. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying, you pay people, and this is more of the fault of the league than it is on the Cowboys, but or what Dak won't, but it's the next man up. We talked about that a few weeks ago. That next man up bullshit is bullshit.
Because we're going to have to hit it with Brock next year.
Right. Yeah,
bruh. And I love him. I ain't giving you $60 million.
Exactly. Yeah, I love Dak. You know what I'm saying? I well, not to the point to where I'm like, hey, he's indispensable.
Right. You want to come in around, 48-ish?
I said it, and I don't know if you remember me saying this when that first contract came up. You know what I'm saying? Dak didn't deserve no $30-some million contract.
But see, Jerry could have avoided that number that he paid, man, by signing that dude 2 years earlier.
Exactly. Before he got hurt. He ended up getting hurt. Now you had to pay him. And then you come out talking about, you got me.
Yeah.
No, motherfucker, you got yourself.
Right. Where that button got you.
Negroes.
Right.
Negro, you got yourself. And you getting yourself with this CD bullshit if you keep playing around, and then you got to pay
wide receivers is not going down.
Right, it's going to escalate now. I think they're trying to do a market reset with Ayuk situation.
Man, because it boomed right out of nowhere, dog. Yeah. Wide receivers just started getting paid, dog.
Like you said, they're. I don't think they're going to go down as much as teams would like it to be.
Right.
Because of the value of wide receivers.
And the way the game is wide open now.
Right.
Like that, you know what I'm saying?
And you can tell that when everybody who goes and draft back in the day, you started out with a what? With a run with two running backs. You go
lineman,
1, 2
running back, right?
You know what I'm saying? So now you either going running back, wide receiver.
What, 9 of them got picked this year in the first round or something? It's crazy, dog. Like, man, it's crazy.
So wide receivers are
game is wide open,
commodity
dog.
now.
Yeah,
a big commodity. Open. You got to have them.
Got to have
them.
They
put butts in seats. They are so explosive. They can flip the game with one play. Immediately.
And with the rules the way they are, you know what I'm saying? They just valuable now, dog.
Absolutely. But anyway, that's it for my segment of that big D energy. That's what she said.
Now let's get to a real segment here. That bang bang report.
That's the gayest segment on television.
Bang report.
The gayest segment on the internet.
With the podcast thing, the pod track is all the way over there. I can't reach it.
We need a remote.
But bang bang, you know what it is. 49ers, man. I'm sick of this Ayuk shit.
Sick of it. It's obvious to me he don't want to leave. Because you had a $30 million+ offer on the table twice. Cleveland, Patriots. That's reported. I don't know it for a fact. That's what they report. But did they have the Steelers too?
I don't know. They say the Steelers weren't offering. They say the Steelers weren't offering 30+.
Yeah.
So that could have been the hiccup with them. You know what I'm saying? Even though I think we're putting out reports that, hey, the Steelers offer is still on the table. I think that's kind of just to make him make a decision or whatever. I heard finally we came up from 26 to 28. That's what I heard today. So I think they telling you, bruh. And like I said, I like Ayuk. He's a good route runner. Now you talk about systems. I think you're a product of the Shanahan system. You know what I'm saying? I really do. I don't think he's a $30 million Tyreek Hill wide receiver.
Yeah, he definitely.
And this is me being honest about my team. I like Brandon Ayuk. I think he's an integral part of what we're trying to do. Could we do it without him? Yeah, we could, because we've done it without him before. Really been a major factor in it. Do I want to have to? No, not this year. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what Ricky Pearsall is, and the nigga been hurt Negro been hurt 3 times already in camp. So you're looking kind of fragile, Ricky Pearsall. You know what I'm saying? So I want him back for this year, and then after this year, you can make a decision on him or Deebo.
Ho. Now, wasn't that, what, last week, 2 weeks ago? Y'all was on the Ricky Pearsall bandwagon?
I wasn't. I said he was hurt.
I remember. We're going to have to pull the video.
Yeah, you had to pull tape on you heard me say that because we haven't seen nothing. We ain't seen nothing from him.
Could have been last week because Jared he's injured 2 weeks in a row. He on the PUP.
Not me, because he been hurt. This the 3rd time he's been injured already.
Damn.
So we hadn't seen anything from him.
3 times? I mean, that must be real light injuries, though.
I don't know, bro. To me, that screams fragile, bro.
Injured in camp?
Yeah, injured in the season. Right. You know what I'm saying? So we need him to get back in, man. Take the $28 million, bro, and come on, bro, because it's obvious he don't want to leave. And I think if he's self-evaluated enough, I think he realized the system good for him. Shanahan, he can scheme you open. You know what I'm saying? And I think he's going to find out real quick. You go to Pittsburgh, New England, bruh. Okay. You think every offensive coach the same if you want to. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying Shanahan is perfect because them Super Bowls show that he is not. But when it comes to scheming up some offense, the boy is good. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes Brandon Ayuk be butt booty wide open, dog. Just wide the fuck open. You know what I'm saying? So I say take the 28 and come on, bro, because it's obvious he don't want to leave. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I think it'll get resolved in the next few days. You know what I'm saying? I think he's going to sign. You know what I'm saying? Debo was doing the interview today. He said he'll be here. So I think he probably knows something. You know what I'm saying? Plus, he was at practice the other day with his 49er gear on finally. He finally put the gear back on. So I think he know where he want to be, where his heart is. You know what I'm saying? Him and Purdy, they have a connection. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is, but they have some kind of connection that works for them. You know what I'm saying? I think he's going to be a 49er. You know what I'm saying? I can't see them letting him go, especially for what they were saying that Pittsburgh was offering some garbage lineman and 3rd-round pick. You don't give away a wide receiver for that. Like you said, they too valuable right now.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? I just don't see them giving them away for James Daniels and whoever the hell the other lineman was and a 3rd-round pick. That don't make sense.
Give them away.
You know what I'm saying? So
give them away.
I think it'll get resolved this week, man, as far as my Niners go, man. The big thing for us, man, has just been injuries, bro, in the camp, bro. Just injuries, bro. Christian McCaffrey injured.
Y'all been hella healthy for
a couple years, bro.
It comes and
it
goes.
look like it might be our time, bro.
Comes and goes.
Knock on wood, you know what I'm saying? That I'm lying, but hopefully that's not the case this year. Cause health is that in NFL, you know, bro. That's the first thing, dog. You know what I'm saying? You got to be healthy to win it, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's not starting off well already. Already got Greenlaw out. You know what I'm saying? So. It looked like it caught us so far. Hopefully it's just a camp thing and not a season thing.
Let's go, Rams. Take advantage.
Even without Ayuk, without McCaffrey, they can't beat us.
We'll see.
But that's the report for this week as far as the bang bang. Nothing going on in 49er land, really. Only big thing on the table right now is getting Ayuk in camp. Oh, Trent Williams. John Lynch. Look at me, dog. Look at me, dog. Stop playing, dog. Now,
he demanding
money. I know we can't win without him.
He demanding money too.
Yeah, but I believe we can win without Ayuk.
Pay him.
Yeah, we can't win without that
man.
We can't win without that Negro.
Get that man his bread.
Give him his money. You know what I'm saying? And really, the only hold up is from what I'm reading, he's out of guaranteed money past this year. So, because once he's on the roster, I think I heard after the first week, his salary for this year is guaranteed. So he gets that regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the issue is, now he sees his importance, you know what I'm saying? And he know, you got to pay me. You know what I'm saying? Now, the hold up from what I read too is how many years do we want to give a 36 dude that just turned 36 more guaranteed money? You know what I'm saying? And that's a valid question for an organization.
Oh, linemen, man, they can play.
They can go for a minute.
They can go for a minute.
But do you want to take? You definitely don't want to go 4 years on a 36.
Nah, I'd probably give him about two. With an option?
Yeah, with a team option. If you're still playing well, okay, we'll knock that third one on out. You know what I'm saying?
He won't delay. He won't end.
He probably want all three of them, maybe. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's kind of the hold of how many years you want to guarantee more money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to me, for him, try to knock. If I'm the organization, I'm looking at 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Top of the market money. You know what I'm saying? Because I think for the next 2 years, he'll still be that deal. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, man, we kind of take it year by year. After that, you know what I'm saying?
Probably had to trade him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And he one of them dudes that showed you with Washington, nigga,
diminishing returns.
Yeah, but he showed you with Washington, nigga, I sit out. You can do whatever you want. You're going to pay me. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't playing when he sit out. You're going to have to give him his bread. You know what I'm saying? So they going to have to work this one out, dog. You know, I respect it too. You know what I'm saying? I always respect the players trying to get their money. You know? And in the NFL, you know what I'm saying? Get your money, dog. Get your money. So, Trent, I'm with you, dog. I just need you to go and get in camp because what we don't need is them injuries when you come in because you missed all the camp. So, to me, that's the most important thing going on in Niner land, in the bang-bang land, baby. Get Trent Williams signed and in camp. Period, point blank. More important than anything else going on with the 49ers.
Damn all of them. Don't sign none of them. Send them shipping. Ship them on. Get them out of there. Get them out of there.
Hey, well, moving on. We don't have a trash this week. Anything you got on your mind as far as trash go, bro? You know our signature segment. If y'all been watching, man, you know the signature segment. Taking out the trash.
Saw this shit today, man. I think this was yesterday. This dude, Donald Dump, the orange turd, the fascist wannabe, Constitution killer wannabe, said that the Presidential Medal of Freedom was more valuable than the Congressional Medal of Honor. And he said it's because that you have to be shot up or dead in order to get the Congressional Medal of Honor rather than the Presidential Medal of Freedom, which he had given to Sheldon Aden's wife because she had donated like $100 million to his re-election campaign. And he gave her the Presidential Medal of Freedom, along with some other, you know what I'm saying, like Elvis Presley and a couple of Mariano Rivera. He gave a list of Presidential Medal of Freedom. Most of them were people that, you know, were siding with, you know what I'm saying, Republican, you know, leaning folk. You know what I'm saying? Nothing really that stood out to why they deserve the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Right. Other than they kissing his ass.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the what's trash, and his trash needs to be taken out and dumped and never returned, is that the Republican people, seeing who this guy is, he said it time and time again, he does not respect the military. Right. Something that y'all have pretty much
supposedly.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Something that you have honored and wanted to be cemented in, draped in your blue, white, and red flag and your lapel, and it's all about the military, respect the troops. And this guy, demeans Gold Star families, right? Said that that John McCain shouldn't have been honored because he was captured. This is a stalwart of the Republican Party, right? This is
supposedly
right. This was somebody who was really the guy.
Republican Party.
Exactly. This was the guy that's what's to be upheld next to Ronald Reagan. You know what I'm saying? Said that he, shouldn't be commended because he was captured at war. He was a POW. A fucking POW.
No respect.
No respect. John Kelly, his chief of staff, I believe, or he was somewhere in the National Security Advisor something, but he was one of the top military guy, had done told him at the Arlington Cemetery, I believe, that the people that were there were losers and suckers. Came back from France and they had some type of military show, they had some type of military parade, and he told his people that he didn't want the people that had lost their limbs to be in the parade because it looked bad for him. And then he get on stage yesterday and says, this bullshit, man, come on, man. Outside of all of the other shit that he's done, just that alone he should not be nowhere near. It's sad that this guy is, number one, the top Republican candidate.
I couldn't find anybody better.
That he has been the president, too, and that he's still eligible to be president.
So many.
It is ridiculous.
For me, the sad part is so many Republicans still following.
No values, no principles.
No values, no principles.
No nothing.
And this, for me, is not even about side of the aisle. It's just morals and principles. What are you about?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? As a person, what are you about?
What are we about as a country?
Right. Because there are some, like I said, I've always told you, bro, there are some conservative ideals that I'm with. You know what I'm saying? And that's just who I am. I'm conservative by nature in a lot of ways. You know what I'm saying? But when I see this man and who lacks any values whatsoever, other than to himself, that's the only thing he really cares about.
Exactly. That's it.
And for that percentage of the American people to say, you know what, I don't care. That just says a lot, bro. That makes a person not hopeful about the country. If you let it can really get you down if you let it. Man, you know what I'm saying?
That shit, it bugs me, dog.
Yeah, it can get you down.
I've seen people for who they are, but at the same time, I didn't know they were that blatant, that brazen to just ignore all of this bullshit that speaks against what they have spouted for years. All of the shit they spouted has been bullshit. Except for the few that stand on principle.
The couple.
That stand
There are a few, yeah. Very few. Seems like it's getting fewer and fewer.
In the vein of just power. It's all it is.
That's all it's about.
And that lets you know that they have no morals. Not really. They speak they have morals, but they don't.
Right.
And then try to turn the argument around and try to, talk about transgender things of that nature, like, you know what I'm saying, that's a big issue. Who's a woman, who's a real woman, and all of that. Yeah, I'm if we want to move to that, I hate that shit. That cisgender bullshit. What the hell does that mean? There's two genders, male and female. But I am not finna put somebody in office just because I believe that. And there's not a belief. What does a president have to do with state laws and regulations? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? They try to use that as a culture war.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's all they have to run on.
Right.
Culture war politics.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
And you ain't the people that know. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, there are some things that they do speak to from a conservative standpoint, but I'm gonna be honest with you, they normally don't speak to shit that I care about.
Not anymore.
They usually speak against shit that really bothers me.
Right, not anymore.
So you trying to court black people, Republican Party, you know what I'm saying? The only way you're gonna do that is to stand on our side when there's a lot of national stuff going on. You have shown time and time again that you're not. And the guy that y'all put as the forefront of your party has catered to the antithesis of what black people need in this country.
Right.
So fuck you and fuck them and fuck him.
I agree with you on a lot of that, bro. I just think, man, that party is so far away from what I think real conservatism is supposed to be about. You know what I'm saying? They've got so far away from it that you can't even recognize the party anymore.
Right.
So for me as a black man, it's like, oh, blacks for Republican. No. MAGA? Are you crazy? You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
there's some out there though, and I be tripping
man,
on that.
And I'm gonna tell you, and I know this is off topic, but no, it's kind of on topic. Man, I was looking at your boy. What's the damn big fat dude?
Jason Fat Lock.
Yes.
Jason Fat Fuck.
Talking about, oh man, I want to remember the quote so bad, but he was talking about MAGA and don't let them do this to MAGA. Don't let them bring MAGA down. And I was like, this dude here.
He done jumped the shark so many times. Man,
I'm like, for clicks and likes, and that's how you get your check now. And I get, trying to do what you gotta do to get your check. You know what I'm saying?
I don't.
But I ain't going that far to get no damn check. You know what I'm saying?
That would be
that
the
far.
one that, no.
I'm not going that far. You know what I'm saying? Where I just pander to these races so they'll keep watching your channel.
It's ridiculous, bro? Man. It's ridiculous. He need to
when you know it's wrong, bro. I mean, come on, bro.
He the one person in America that if I just seen him on sight, I might slap
the hell out of him and take the consequences. Bro. Like, what's the worst they can do to me? What assault get you?
Him and Candace Owens. They both need to be tarred and feathered. Both of them, because it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous.
Well, I'm with you,
be
bro.
a Republican, that's fine.
Right.
But don't be a fucking chicken shit coward.
Right. I'm with you, bro, because my thing is, man, like I said, it's one of them things where at this point, bro, like one of my friends the other day was like, man, Trump just need to shut up. I'm like, no, he don't.
Keep talking.
Keep talking.
Keep on talking.
He gonna talk his ass right out of relevancy, and because if he lose this time, he got to go away.
I tell you say that shit, but he said so much. Like,
no, when I say he gonna talk himself into losing an election, I think enough people,
enough independents,
are like, nah, I'm just tired of this shit.
Enough Republicans. Now they got a Republicans for Harris.
I know.
Have you ever seen
exactly,
that shit?
and that's exactly what I'm talking about. It's enough people now who are looking at it like, bruh, it's just too much shit, bruh. Just go away. You know what I'm saying? And I think if he loses this time, he's at the age now where he kind of got.
Do you think the Democrats should start to campaign for their vote? Like, there's already a segment, you know what I'm saying? Should they, and I thought about this, like maybe they should come out in a speech and be like, hey, Democrats, I know that there's a lot of things that we want to happen in this country, but we're not going to get them with the Republican Party being obliterated by the MAGA movement. We do have some Republicans that are willing to come to our side. That means that we might have to get them on board, which means we got to give them some things when we get in the office. We have to, be able to accept some of their ideas and give away some things so that we can create a coalition of Republicans and Democrats that are about true democracy, that are about upholding the democratic ideals of this country.
I'm glad that you brought that up, though, because I think when you see, like, the squad members that lost, I think people are tired of both ends of the spectrum. They're sick of
who was it?
Far left,
Jamal Bowman and
Corey Bush. They both lost. So I think people are sick of the far ends of both, far right, far left. People are sick of it. People want it to come a little bit more this way. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm not against, I don't hate anyone. But I think as Democrats, stop pushing everything on everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can't make me comfortable with it being more than men and women.
Right.
You can't make me believe that.
Exactly.
So stop trying.
Stop all this pronoun bullshit.
Right. Stop trying. I'm never going to believe it.
Right.
It's never going to be what I think.
Exactly. I don't have to agree with that. I
don't mean I hate anyone.
Exactly.
But I just don't believe that.
I don't believe in that shit.
Right.
That's bullshit.
Right. And that's where they lose a lot of people because you try to push it on people and make them say oh, this is right.
No, it's not.
It may be right for you.
You were a man born as a man.
Right.
You are
And if your money allows you, like Dwayne Wade child, if your money allows you to do whatever you want to do, go do it.
Do it.
Now, I don't want to pay for it. I don't want it in my insurance charges.
Right.
Because you paying for children to do that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But if your money allows you to do it, go do it. That's fine. I'm fine with that.
That pronoun shit, man.
Yeah,
that's straight
miss
up
me
trash.
with all that. You know what I'm saying? Miss me with that.
I'm a he. You're a she.
You're a she or a he.
Right.
Like.
And I can respect if you want to be called a she, okay.
Right.
And you respect the fact that you look like a fucking man, and so it might get confusing. So don't get a fucking attitude.
Thank you.
And I don't have to call you that.
I don't have to.
So don't expect that.
Right.
Now we can.
Now I may ask you to tell me your name.
Right.
I'll call you that.
Exactly. I can respect you enough because I've done that. It was in a hotel in Nashville this past Christmas. I went up to my brother's. You know what I'm saying? We had a little family gathering up in Nashville, and we stayed at a hotel. Came in pretty late, and there was this woman.
You don't know.
He was a trans, right? He was a trans woman, which means he was a man.
Right.
He looked like a fucking man dressed as a woman.
Right.
I called him he. And then I said, you know what? My mistake. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what did he say?
He was like, you know what I'm saying? Thank you so much. That's all he said. You know what I'm saying? And we just had a respectful conversation.
Right.
Like, be respectful to people, though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't believe it, you can respect their wishes sometimes.
Doesn't mean I hate you.
Right.
Because I don't believe something you believe.
Right. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? We can be respectful, but you don't force your beliefs on other people. That's just like it's not you wouldn't expect a Christian to push their beliefs on you. Don't push their beliefs on them. You know what I'm saying? Just be respectful of where people are in life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And this they, them. No, you are a man or a woman. They is a plural. You're not two people.
You're not two people. What they are we talking about?
Exactly.
Like, man, that shit.
I'm non-binary. What the fuck does that mean?
Right.
What does this cisgender shit mean?
Right. I don't even know what that is.
I didn't see anything about a male or a female. It was all kind. Man, I promise to God, this was probably about a month ago, man, and I almost flipped the computer. I'm like, man, this is some straight up.
What was on there now?
Cisgender. It was all kind of different terms,
shit,
man.
That you don't even know what the hell.
Don't know what the hell they are, man. I'm like,
need an interpreter to fill out an application.
Exactly.
Like, what is this?
What is this shit? What is this?
What's this right here?
It's male, female.
That's it.
If you was a female and you change yourself to a male, mark male.
Mark male and move on.
Move the fuck on.
Move on. You know what I'm saying? If it's really that, you know what I'm saying? You don't need another term. If this is what you are now,
exactly.
Then why you need other terms?
You don't, bro. You don't.
So I don't get it. It's like you want to be set apart. Oh, look at me, I'm special. No, you said you were a woman, so just be a woman then.
All this LGBTQ plus IA, man,
shit,
stop.
That shit, it done got too far, dog.
Done got way
too many letters and numbers now,
man.
dog.
I ain't got to do all that.
Yeah, I can't keep up now, dog.
You can be gay, love who you love. I don't care about that.
Do you?
Don't force me to have to identify you as something that I don't recognize you as.
And something I don't give a damn about.
I will respect your wishes, but I will not be forced to change my whole vocabulary and thought process around something you want to be called.
Thank you. And back to the political part, I think that's where
Democrats
where they lose
make a lot of moderates.
They lose moderate people.
Independents.
You know what I'm saying? Because for me, if I had another option, I probably would go somewhere else because I don't really know that they've done.
I tried to get y'all to get on Cornel West bandwagon, man. We need a strong third party.
We do.
We need a strong third party. That'll stop a lot of this dumb shit.
It really would, dog. You know what I'm saying? Because I think there's a lot of people like in the middle. Like, okay, y'all got some fucked up shit. Y'all got some fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the other option?
What's the other option?
For them, it's no reason to allow. I don't think either one of those parties would allow that to happen.
You probably, like, if there was a more moderate Republican that was not MAGA on the ticket, probably
he would do very well.
Probably would get a lot of votes. He probably would win this election.
And see, they don't realize that.
I probably would have voted a moderate Republican.
Yeah, he would do very well. Exactly. If they really
not voting for Trump at all, or anybody that kisses his ass, that has no
bring myself to
Ted
do it,
Cruz, Ron DeSanctimonious, all the rest of them, Marjorie Taylor Greene, all y'all can kick rocks.
Do you think he goes away if he loses this one?
He has no choice.
At his age, he kind of got
yeah,
right?
He'd be 82 the next time he'd be eligible to run for election again. But what I don't think will happen is, unless the Republicans come out in mass and denounce every MAGA, but that's not going to happen.
Somebody else will step into the void.
Somebody going to step into the void, dog. MAGA, I told you, MAGA here to stay, man.
You think so?
It's going to take the total repudiation of their philosophy and how they act. You know what I'm saying? Even from a professional standpoint, they're totally unprofessional. Yeah. They can't even,
But that's part of it, I think, though.
Like yesterday, they had
all decorum is just gone now. You know what I'm saying?
Like that. How can you have a government
right
when the person that you're in opposition to is worse than the people outside of the country?
Right.
Like everybody is the worst. Everybody is bad. Is gonna burn the country down. Like, there you make people go to one side,
right,
instead of coming to the middle to find out what we can compromise on to get together.
Right. Yeah, because the thing that people don't say out loud, it's the undercurrent of the whole MAGA thing is white nationalism. You know what I'm saying? And some with Southern Christianity wrapped up in
it's
it.
Christian, that white Christian nationalism.
Christian nationalism is really the undercurrent of it. You know what I'm saying? And people don't want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And the black people that's for MAGA tell you that that's not it. Come to a rally. No, I don't have to come to a rally.
Nah.
I hear what they say.
Exactly.
I don't have to come. I hear what they say.
They just
I see it online.
Try to siphon off of the Democratic vote.
Right.
That's it.
Right. I hear it. I see it online. You know
Once
what I'm
they get in power, nigga, your ass is grass. I'm
right.
telling
I communicate with them on Facebook.
Y'all better look up the night of the broken glass. Hey man, Project 2025. People think that this government is built in cement and stone, that we're gonna always, this shit is paper thin, dog. All it took is for the right people to be in the right places.
And that's history, dog. History teaches you that it's situations, dog. Certain circumstances and moments in time change everything, dog.
This man was the first and only president to not concede, to try to hold on to power. The only one.
And figured out that he had a chance to do it.
Had a chance. With a democracy that has been in power for over 200-some years.
All it took is the right man with the right message to the right group of people.
That's it.
That's all it took, dog.
That's it.
That's all it took. And to me, that's the disheartening part. Like I said earlier, that's the part for me that's like, man. If half of this country really that way?
I'm telling you, and I told Chris this. Chris, told Chris this before January 6th. Said this country's on the verge of a civil war because he's not gonna give up power, and when he don't, the far left will move. That people think that the left is weak. They're not. They will move. They will be a rebuttal. And all it takes is for one single shot to be fired in order for people to pick up on us. They've already moved from one side to the other. They already far right, already far left. Everybody has gotten into their corner, blue versus red. Everything is hyper politicized.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah, it really is. And that's why I'm hoping, man, I wanted to come back towards the center, dog.
But the only way it's going to happen is if MAGA is defeated.
Yeah, that's where this country operates best, when it's towards the center, dog. The country just operates best when we all kind of here. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Stay right about here. Don't go too far this way. Don't go too far this way. You know what I'm saying? Everybody keep it right in here. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's just what's best at this point,
with
man.
the way social media and
media, it's hard to do.
You know what I'm saying? Now the loudest voices are, or the loud minority.
And now you throw in fake AI stuff, and it's like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? It's like, where do we go from here, dog? The AI thing is crazy now, so it's like I'm looking at stuff, I'm like, is that real? You know
this election is going to be something.
It's gonna be crazy, dog.
It's going to be something. Get your popcorn.
The crazy part though is here in Alabama where we are. I never seen any craziness at the polls. Even the Republican people, we sit there and talk at the little poll. Me and this white one, we talk. We see each other like every time we go up there. So we talk. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's cordial. You know what I'm saying? It's always cordial. But I always think though, what do you really think about me, about black people? You know what I'm saying? I always wonder that when I'm in those polling places.
She ain't gonna tell you.
No, hell no. She
ain't gonna tell you what she really think.
She gonna tell me. And that's always my thought. What do you really think? And I was raised in the church or whatever. So I always tend to believe in the best in people. You know what I'm saying? That there's some good in people, most people. You know what I'm saying? And that it's the minority that be making all that noise.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to believe. When it comes to MAGA, man, it's like, it made me think about it, dog. And I hate that, dog, because it makes me think that, damn, is it most white people?
It's a lot of.
Is it more than I thought? Is it
my breakdown.
Is it half like it seems, or is it like 30%?
This is my breakdown. There's 30% that don't fuck with black people at all, like on a hate level. You know what I'm saying?
You think it's 30%?
It's definitely 30%.
Ooh,
it's
that's
30%.
A big number, dog.
There's another 25 to 30% that
wouldn't do shit if something went down.
Nah, I'm gonna say that they can go either way. You know what I'm saying? They can move more to the middle, or they can go far right.
So to me, those are the people you saying that if something went down, they going with the people.
They going down
the 30% you say.
Right. So there's another 20%. So we had about 60%. So another 20% that really don't have nothing against black people. They just ingrained in republicanism, and so they're going to go with Republican
ideology.
Party. Yeah,
that's what they're about.
You know what I'm saying? So you could probably siphon half of them over to the side that'll be like, nah, I ain't for this at all, and then the other half can go into that other 60%. So you're looking at about 70% of the Republican Party, probably a big 30% really don't mess with black folks at all. You know what I'm saying? They with that white national. They really believe in white nationalism. They believe in their replacement theory bullshit. And then you got another 30, like I said, 25, 30% that, you know what I'm saying, a little bit more educated, but they have been impacted by the culture wars.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they will fight on the side of the far right before they move to the far left.
Right.
And then that last 20%.
So hell, that's damn near all of them, dog.
There's the last 20% that hold firm to Republican ideals. They're not racist. They're just very conservative, but they don't fuck with that 30% at all. Not like that. Because that 30%, remember that when there was Obama in office, that was really the Tea Party.
Yeah.
That's where that was the Tea Party.
Right.
That was the movement.
Right.
That was the anti-black
right
vote. That's what that was.
Right.
That was the result of America electing a black president.
Right.
And they felt like
right
they was losing everything.
Right.
And so now they attach themselves to anti-DEI.
Right.
Don't really know what that is. They don't want history
and for
talk.
most of them, it hadn't even had a damn impact on you. You know what I'm saying?
They don't even know what it, man. I've been in two organizations that are DEI. They mainly focus on differences and how we come together to work. Right. It's not about hiring black folks. Right. Hiring Hispanics.
Thank you.
It's about learning. When I first started in DEI, it was about multi-generations.
That's the main thing they talk about.
Yeah, the main thing they talk about is generational differences.
Right. We had trainings on this. Right. You know
that's the main thing they talked about. It was not about hiring black. That's just the new way to talk about affirmative action or to discredit black folks.
This is what they still pissed off about for real.
Right. They don't even know what DEI is, man. I'm a part of a DEI council. A lot of it, they do talk about the pronoun shit. I was part of that. I was like, man, this is not it, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? You do what you got to do in your organizations, but it's never about hiring practices. Hardly ever.
Right.
About hiring practices.
Right.
It's about the people that you work with.
And they'll tell you that they got mandates to hire. No, they don't.
They don't.
Ain't no company.
Not that I've been in.
And we've been in position to hire people.
Exactly.
Nobody ever taught us about hiring a certain amount of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Either you're qualified or you're not.
Right.
Period.
It's with dealing, once they in the bill, most of it is once you're dealing with the people. And they talk about disparate impact and, you know what I'm saying, all the different biases, unconscious bias and all things of that nature.
Right.
But nah, man, that lets me know that a lot of them, they don't deal in reality.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or they know what it is, but they know how to, you know what I'm saying, phrase it and term it to where they can get, you know what I'm saying, get people to revolt. And
because
that's all it is.
That's all it is. Trying not to, and I blame the Democrats too, though, you know what I'm saying, because they allow Republicans to frame everything.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Critical race theory.
Defund the police.
Why would you let them name it critical race theory?
They named it the shit.
Why, I'm saying, but why would you do it?
Yeah.
Critical race theory.
Stupid, man.
That's just dumb. Why would you even put race in there?
History.
Just true world history.
That's it.
That's what we teaching.
We teaching history.
History. The real world history. That's what we teach.
That's it.
That's it. It's just history. And just let it go. But when you put race in it, you already know. You turned off one segment. Oh, it's about teaching all black stuff.
Right, because they already, you know what I'm saying, they mad that we have Black History Month. They mad.
Like we didn't do shit in this country. Oh, they were just our slaves.
That's it. You was their slaves.
That's it.
That's where you came from, the jungles.
We don't need to teach that. And then they don't want you to even teach about that. My thing is, as a black man, like I told one of my white friends, bro, I don't need white people to feel bad for me about shit that's living right now. But I do need it taught because it's part of the history of this country.
You need to understand.
You don't owe me anything. I don't need you to do anything for me. Now, reparations, that's a whole other thing we can get into at a later date. You know what I'm saying? But as far as you as a white person, I don't look for you to apologize to me for slavery.
There ain't nothing what you apologize for.
What you gonna do about it? You know what I'm saying? But it should be in that damn book.
Exactly.
That it happened. Your children should have to see what happened along with my children to see what happened. Right. It should be in there. And he was just like, I never looked at it like, yeah, I don't need you to feel sorry about slavery. I don't care about that. And that's what they're thinking. You know what I'm saying? Black people don't need you to feel sorry for us about
And why
slavery.
would they feel bad about it?
I don't need anything from you about slavery. I just needed to be in there and taught that it was a part of American history.
Right. You need to understand that America was built off the backs of blacks.
Right.
Off of rape and murder.
Right.
And that's what the fuck it is.
That's what it is. It's the history. It's the real history of this country. Now, you might want to whitewash it, but if you feel some kind of way about your ancestors doing that, go to counseling and you deal with it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I've dealt with it. I understand what it is.
You know what I'm saying?
Pay the reparations.
Pay the reparations
that you owe.
You know what I'm saying? Pay the reparations. Teach the true history of shit.
That's all it is, bro. That's
all this Indians and Pilgrims bullshit. They weren't Indians, number one.
Right.
All this Christopher Columbus Day, he was not a fucking saint, number one.
Right. Fucking murderer.
He was a murderer and a rapist and a pillager is what he was. He was what's your guy in Russia? He was Putin. He was Putin with some wooden boats is what he was. That's what he was.
I feel you, bro.
You were Russians.
And want to celebrate his ass. I wish the hell I would.
I wish I might. Indigenous Peoples Day all day.
All day. But yeah, bro, I'm with you, bro. Fuck Trump. Hopefully, you know, this, like I said, I just don't need Democrats to get overly confident. Finish the race. You know what I'm saying? Keep sending the message that you're sending out. You know what I'm saying? Finish the race. Don't get overconfident. Don't think you got it won, so black people don't think you don't need to go to the poll.
Right.
Get out and vote. Get your ass up. Go vote.
We got to defeat MAGA, dog.
Got to, dog. We have to, because I think, like, I'm with you. I think if he can get defeated this time, MAGA might not go away, but it would help if he go away. It would help if Trump goes away. You know what I'm saying? And then whether he get locked up or not, which I told you from the jump, he ain't getting locked up.
That's some bullshit there.
I told you that, dog. I told y'all from the jump. Not getting locked up,
That is some bullshit.
These judges, they got too many of them that's Republican, dog. He's not going to get locked up. And even if they did, somebody going to let him out. So what's the point? You know what I'm saying?
Straight up bullshit.
I'm glad they trying to do it, but I told y'all from the jump, Trump will never see a day behind bars. Ever.
They need to get rid of all convictions on anybody's application. Nothing. We don't need to put that on anything.
But man, thank y'all for joining us again for another episode. Trash Talking with the Old Heads.
With the Old Heads.
My boy Greg. Again, my boy Jerry. Feel better, brother.
Soldier Boy.
Hopefully we'll see you next week.
What's your sign out, Soldier Boy?
We out of here.